So just about set. And today's starting pitcher, Noah Davis. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes.
First pitch, 1-11.
Next offering is down low. Gets the outside corner with that one. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Jake Myers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Tap foul at the plate. Man at second. And that's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with one out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
No ball, one strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
The 0-1.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
The 0-2. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one is lifted in the air. Squeezes it. Here comes the runner from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Cam Smith up next for the Astros. Inside, just missed. Man at first, one away. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Swing and a ground ball. Makes a sliding stop. The throw, and they get the out.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
Now we check out the
Walker.
Astros lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
No, that's a ball. 2-0.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1. Two outs. Little chopper rolls foul. Got him. Inning over, and it could have been worse. A run on 2 hits, and they lead 1. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Astros 1, the Dodgers coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy, and the right-hander with the good curveball, Lance McCullers Jr. What do we have on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Now it's the DH, Esteury Ruiz.
Esteury Ruiz.
Strike on the inside corner. And that's in the dirt. And that skips in the dirt. On the ground, right side. Walker steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Mookie Betts in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. 1 out, base is empty. In the air to left center. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now here's the veteran DH, Victor Caratini. Caratini, in his 8th season, 31 years old, and he's usually a catcher. Today, he gets off his legs a bit. He's the DH. Davis back to work. This one popped up. Smith settles under this one. Brings it in. And there's one away. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. There's a strike.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer. When you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary. But this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That's his 50th career homer, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
One out, base is empty. And here is Taylor Trammell. That one finds the corner. 0-1. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Two down, base is empty. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Right through there for a strike. Two outs, base is empty. Short hop liner, handled it short. Sends it to first, and that will end the inning. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here in L.A., bottom of the second. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Ball two.
That's a little bit low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Inside ball four. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in there at the knees. The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike. That's a slider for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next offering way off the plate. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Picks himself up an RBI. That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. He got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
And next for L.A., Andy Pajes. That one's in there, 0-1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
That one misses, and the count 1-2. Hernandez at second with nobody out. In the dirt, blocked. Outside with a breaking ball. On the ground, right side. To first. That's one out, the bottom of the second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Michael Conforto in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. And that drops in for a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Dubon moving under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 2-2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Tommy Edman at the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Tied up here in the early going. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2 balls and a strike.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. 2-2. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Really stayed inside that baseball to send it to the opposite field. With the shift onto the pull side, that's an easy knock if he'll take it.
And Kike Hernandez at the plate. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Two outs and one in scoring position. That one fouled off. And that one is in the dirt. 1-2 to count.
2-2.
And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Esteury Ruiz in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. We plate 2 full. We are tied 2-2. New inning getting started. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Isaac Paredes. Outside low, and that is ball 1. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. There's a swing and a drive. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's Zach Short, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And that is out of play. Man at second. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
The shortstop takes the ball. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's a ball.
3-2.
Tried to attack with the sweeper.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Edmonds slings to first. And one away in the top of the third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. And that one is in for a strike.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West. This guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Runner on at third, one gone. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Cam Smith up next for the Astros. First pitch misses. Two outs. Fouled off down the right side. Paredes on third with 2 out. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We are tied 2-2. Back here at Chavez Ravine, set for the bottom of the third. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Esteury Ruiz. Swing and a miss, and he was
No
fooled.
ball, 1 strike.
Chopped out in front of the plate. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging ball.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. McCullers a move to first, and he's back safely. And that one fouled off. In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. Runner at first with no outs here.
That's the ball.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tap back to the mound. Goes to second for 1. To Walker, and that's 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Grounded out his first time. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on.
No.
That misses the zone, and a count 2-1. This one chopped up the middle. Tosses to first, and Freeman is retired. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. We are tied 2-2. And we're back out of the 4th.
Astros,
and now here is Christian Walker. That's in for a strike.
Well, these Astros doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
And takes low for ball 1.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Right side, Edman. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Victor
Vic
Caratini.
Caratini at the plate. First time up was a pop out. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Come on, Los Angeles.
That one misses. Ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
That one finds the zone. 3-1. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Ground ball right side. Edman whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Astros, catcher Yainer Diaz.
And next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz. He's already homered in this game. Pitch misses there. Ball one. And it's fouled away. And that's in for a strike. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Astros go down 1-2-3. Score remains 2-2. Bottom of the fourth.
Leading
Here's the
off
catcher,
for the
Will
Dodgers.
Smith.
Catcher, Will Smith.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And a quick out, number one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
That misses, and that's ball one.
1-0.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a foul ball. And that's in for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
That missed by a lot. 2-2. Got him. And a couple of quick outs.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
And first offering is fouled off. Just missed. 2 outs. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Snags it on the run. And that's the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're headed to the 5th. We are tied 2-2. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Taylor Trammell. Davis back to work. Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Shohei Ohtani looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 78 getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Base knock center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now batting.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the
Gone.
outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Here's the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. 0 for 1 so far. Puts a bunt down. Edman in plenty of time to first, and that's an out on the sacrifice.
That's a good piece of hitting right
Now
there.
batting,
The job
third
was to move the
baseman,
runner up
Isaac
and give your
Paredes.
team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Paredes in the box now, takes strike one. Runner at second here, one gone. Inside, and it's 1-1.
Two and one.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Trammell over at second, one down.
Ball.
In the dirt.
3-1.
Tag, save.
No,
He's
reset.
into third on the wild pitch.
Nice job right there, recognizing the wild pitch and being able to move up to third because of it. Now they've got more options in terms of finding a way to bring him home.
On the ground. Fair ball. Runner from third in to score. It's 3-2. Safe.
No,
And
he's
that's
safe.
his third hit. Well, he delivers
batting,
in a
shortstop,
huge spot
Zach
right
Short.
there.
Well, he's so dialed in. I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Noah Davis gives way, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching.
So the
for
Dodgers have a new arm on the mound,
Number
Shohei
17.
Ohtani.
And that's a big
Shohei
potential run out there at second as he
Ohtani.
comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
So next up for Houston, Zach Short.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Pitch is in there. That's strike one. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the fifth. Ohtani, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Hit hard on the ground is short. Sends it across to first. 2 away.
As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch, and he just misses.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. That one the other way. Freeman takes it to the bag. They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and here is Michael Conforto.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
There's a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Laser base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Doubled in his first AB. Outside. Ball one. Nobody out. Runner at first. Ground ball left side, could be two. Over to second for one. To Walker, and that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Struck out swinging his first time. Foul ball there. Hernandez in his 11th season, 33 years old, and he was a 6th round draft pick back in 2009. 2 down, nobody on. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Dubon under it, and he makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Cam Smith. Fouled off. He was late. Now the 0-1. And a sweeper misses for a ball. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Sit him down.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now it's Christian Walker. 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance. Had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Caratini lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. And that skips in the dirt. Up and in, ball 4.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk,
next
and that
for the
last one
Astros,
didn't even
catcher
threaten the zone.
Yainer
Catcher might
Diaz.
want to go talk to him.
And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Two outs. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-2. Come on, punch him out.
Ball one there.
Sit him down.
And that's downstairs and outside. That one missing inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Caratini off of first with 2 away. Right side. And that'll do it. 1 left for Houston, but they're up 3-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Hunter Brown.
Now
And one
pitching
thing on
for
him,
Houston,
he's been really good
Number
this season at
58.
keeping the ball in the park. Not
Hunter
an easy
Brown.
guy to take deep.
So the batting order turns over, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Yuri Ruiz. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and that is ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian Abreu, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Sousa, the lefty, warming up as well. And the 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And there's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and lipped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Betts. And
That's the
ball
ball.
1. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's too high. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And he takes one right on the black, and it's 2-1 now. Lifted in the air, right center field. Smith on the move to the gap. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
now batting the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here is Freddie Freeman. He's grounded out a couple of times. Move to first. Ruiz dives back in safely. Yeah, that's fouled off. high fly ball right field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite
Up
barrel it up
next,
enough to
for
really
the
drive it.
Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's 0 for 1.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw there. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
And another ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Forget it. He circles the bases. It's 4-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that one almost hit him. That one missed.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That clips a corner. Next offering is fouled back. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Now it's going to be Andy Pajes. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
There goes the runner. Squirts away a little bit. No throw. He's in there safely. And now a man into scoring position. Hernandez at second with 2 down. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning.
Left fielder, Michael.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. And there's a foul ball. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two on, 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kirby Yates.
Well, the best relievers love the
Now
opportunity to
pitching
come
for
in
the
and protect the
Dodgers.
tight lead late in the
Number
ball game.
38.
Some of them are just wired
Kirby.
different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Leading off
Well,
for Houston,
one-run
left
game.
fielder
Here's Taylor
Trammell.
Trammell. 1 for 2. There's a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Alex Vesia looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 78, the right-hander, also getting loose. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball 2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst-case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And now the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. Late swing fouled off.
That's right, LA.
Fastball for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first two hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. 3 for 3, and he's come up with 3 doubles. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1-0. All right, Los Angeles.
Paredes checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Astros. They still trail it here, 4-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brian King.
Coming on to face the righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
Off for the Dodgers, second baseman, Tommy Edman.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's Kike Hernandez. That's too low, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Outside low, 2-0.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Splits the plate, and a count 2-1. Slider misses outside. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
One gone, runner at first. Esteury Ruiz will hit next. That one is absolutely belted. And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Turned on that inside pitch nicely and ripped it down the line to pick up 2 bases. That can be a tough pitch to keep fair, but his timing was great.
Here's Mookie now, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Ruiz, the runner at second with 1 away. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Ball. 3-1.
Gets the call. 3-2 now.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
Freeman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Freeman hits it in the air. Trammell makes the play. That is the inning. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now a 5-3 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Alex Vesia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading off for Houston,
and stepping in for the Astros, Zach Short has grounded out a couple of times. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hernandez makes the catch, and there's one down.
Woo. He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Now here is Jose Altuve. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Next pitch is inside. 2-2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
2-2 now. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Smith in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swinging a foul straight back.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-2. And they'll do it again. And a good eye there. Outside with a breaking ball. Christian Walker waiting in the on-deck circle.
They can get him up. He'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Astros are down quietly. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3.
Now pitching for Houston.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. From
Valdez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Smith stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Valdez, in his 6th season, he features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. There's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. And that's in for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
And that one way outside. And the count is 1-1. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Brian Abreu getting loose out there. Ground ball, Walker. He takes it on his own. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Andy Pages.
And now it's going to be Andy Pages. That one not close. 1-0. That clips the corner. And that drops in for a strike.
Two and two.
On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Now batting, left fielder.
Michael Conforto will climb in.
Conforto.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Pages leads off first with 2 down to the inning. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Two outs.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Short. Brings it in, and that'll do it. One left for LA, and it remains 5-3. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Tanner Scott.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
So digging in, Christian Walker. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. In the air out towards right center. Hernandez sizing this one up. One up, one down.
Up next for the Astros, the
He's
designated
2 outs
hitter,
away.
Victor
Next is the
Caratini.
DH. A switch hitter, Victor Caratini. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Base hit, left center field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Astros, catcher Yainer
And
Diaz.
now the catcher comes up to hit. Yainer Diaz. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. And that's off the inside edge. Going to count 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
The tying run at the plate. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. In there, got him looking for the K. And now the Astros are down to their final out.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to
Trammell.
break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely frozen.
Here comes a pinch hitter for the Astros, Shea Whitcomb.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
That one ripped right center field, way back there. And an automatic double as it hops the fence.
Boy, do they catch a break. Otherwise,
Dubon.
you're looking at runners around the bases and probably a run that scores.
Substitution now at third.
base.
Coming in as a pinch runner,
Number
Cooper Hummel.
16, Cooper Hummel.
Mauricio Dubon digs in now.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. One strike away. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1 and 2. Ground ball to the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. So the tying run at second. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two on, 2 outs. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And that'll load the bases.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Third baseman,
And Dave Roberts is out of the dugout, and he's going to pull his closer. Tanner Scott done for the day, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him.
Now pitching.
Number
for the
78
Dodgers.
into the game.
And we all know
78.
about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So bases all loaded up. Paredes getting ready to hit. In there at the knees, and that is strike one.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
On a line. And that'll do it.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
A 5-3 final score in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.